Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do the young and the restless recaps and reviews. Today, we're going to be going over the one that aired yesterday, which was January the 2nd, Monday, 2017. Woo woo! Okay, didn't get a chance to actually do it because I had to go to work. So by the time I got home, got settled, I had to put out my bold and a beautiful one. And then after I got finished, getting that prepared, edited, and finished, sending the finished product off, y'all, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm tired because I had made a 9-hour shift there at my outside job. And I had to come here, get this straight so I can get this going. And I was just tired. So I am giving it to you, but I definitely will be giving you today's episode of The Young and the Restless that aired or will be airing at 3 o'clock my Eastern time zone today on January 3rd, which is Tuesday because I'm off. And I'll also be giving y'all my Bold and the Beautiful review and a couple of other ones. So I'm going to be really working tight, but I have to go take my aunt to a doctor's appointment. So I'll be gone for at least about 2 hours, but I'll be back in the saddle, shooting out my videos and hoping you all enjoy it. Y'all share my videos, like my videos, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. So why don't we get right on into the episode that was aired yesterday on January the 2nd, Monday, 2017. Okay, we go into where I know Cricket. I don't even want to get into calling her, what do they call her? Paul and see, I forgot her name because I'm so definitely knowing her by Cricket. So if I think about her name as we're going on through this, I would definitely put it up. But I know her as Cricket as being a long time, what do you call it? Y and R viewer of their show. So we go on right on into it. Cricket is definitely talking to Dylan about going undercover. I think his alias is supposed to be some kind of guy named Derek Young, or he's supposed to be following somebody named Derek Young to bring him down. He's some kind of drug lord. And I find it very peculiar that he would take an assignment when he still emotionally is disturbed. And when you go undercover, you have to be on a poorly fast track of being there on the job, mind, body, and soul, or it will get you killed. So I'm like, he's already emotionally disturbed. He's not really even killed. Why is he trying to go undercover? Why is he running from a situation? I'm like, he's trying to cover up work to mend his broken heart of not being a father. And I'm like, okay, if you really want a kid that bad, hell, adopt. If you really want a kid that bad, go get Sharon pregnant again. Go on and do what you have to do to bring a baby in this world that you want to share. Don't go be thinking, oh, I lost Sully. Oh, I lost this. Just stop the pity party. This is 2017. We need to get it together and ride strong. Okay? So we're going to leave that situation. I mean, I know her name is Laura Lee Bell, but I don't want to try to call her Laura Lee Bell. God dog, what is her name? It's going to bother the hell out of me. But anyway, I'm going to keep pushing on. We go to Sharon. Sharon is looking at the event fundraiser that Winters and Abbott's foundation had sponsored. And she's just looking at all the pretty gowns, all the, rich and famous people and this, that, and the third. I'm like, baby, you up there with them? What happened to you? Oh, I forgot. You're in depressed. You're in your depression zone, so you couldn't go out and behave like civilized people. So she's just running through the feed back on the internet and looking at all the comings and goings of the rich and the elite, mingling with one another, paying frivolous money for, things that were optional as far as pleasantries, like, going to the winter vineyard or someplace in France or whatnot, a vacation, overpriced vacation, but it was for charity. A lot of the money is going towards it, and we know Victor already done paid one for Nikki to go for them to just chateau themselves on out there and be amongst the elite and just a whole bunch of nothingness. Just donate the money and forget about the trips because you can go on your dime anyway, which is still going to be their dime, of course. So she's just looking at the footage and she said, wait a minute, hold up, what is this? And then Mariah's basically trying to tell her to get off that computer, get off the internet before she find out some stuff she don't even feel like trying to explain to her at this time. But she goes on, hold up, what are we talking about? Oh, wait a minute. No, he was behind you following at the fashion show. Come here. Come on back here and explain this, Mariah. And of course, Mariah trying to get quick, fast, and hurry out of that scene or out of her mother's vicinity. But anyway, we leave that situation. We go to Hillary. Hillary's waking up from a short winter's nap. Winter, no pun intended. Yes, her name is Winters on this show. But anyway, she don't slept her hangover over. Meaning she probably got drunk from crying all last night. And she got her little cocktail and went on to sleep downstairs. If Devon did come in, I'm pretty sure he would have woke her. Then again, he probably wouldn't have woke. He probably just went on up there and went to sleep to himself. He probably was buzzed out too. But it wasn't that type of a situation. She ended up waking up on the sofa, being the next day. She think he done came home. She running upstairs hollering, think he gonna hear her. That joker didn't even come home. Reason why he didn't come home, because he was in a bad car accident, sleeping it off in the deep snow. No pun intended for him to be really, in that bad situation. But he brought it on himself. He should have just dealt with the issue. Don't go and put other facets into your mood. And then it comes out to be a, tumultuous type situation where it's almost a life and death situation where it couldn't have just been you, being in a bad accident. You could involve somebody else and actually kill them. Then you'd be looking at a murder route on top of your stupidness from trying to run from your feelings or your anger that you had resentment towards your wife. I mean, deal with her, deal with that trick, and then cut her loose because she definitely need to be cut loose. She definitely do. Okay. Anyway, um. Once Hillary goes around, she figures out she's by herself. Devon is still not answering his phone. She hears her doorbell ring. She's thinking it's him. Maybe he left his key. At least that's what I'm putting in. But it's Neil at the door. He's trying to come and see what's wrong with his son because he been trying to call his son all night, all morning. He ain't picking up, and that's just not like him. He could be mad at Hillary all day, every day, but not be mad at him. He didn't do anything. Okay, just being a supportive father. So he comes over. He want to know what's going on. He's ready to face his son, man to man and see what's going on. You gonna return my phone call, nigga? You gonna return my phone call, ninja? But anyway, Hillary's trying to make like he's there and she just don't want Neil to come in and start trouble. But in essence, no, he's not here. Neil pushes his way on in there like, oh, you ain't get rid of me. I need to talk to my son. Then he kind of figures out they've been fighting all night, which not necessarily they fought when you were trying to keep her from going with him and making it a bigger scene because he probably would have got in the car. She probably would have pulled a steering wheel. Yeah, both of them would have been dead. Or at least Hillary probably came up dead. And then that really would have did a number on his emotions. You know what I'm saying? Meaning Devon's emotions. But anyway, it is what it is. She wasn't in that car. It was only him by himself. And they're going to find out what happened to him later on before this episode lets up. Okay? But basically, they fussing at each other, meaning Neil and Hillary. They're going back and forth, going back and forth. Just a hot mess. And so, uh, he finally realized that Devon is not here. Devon didn't come home last night. So he's really worried about his son. But of course, Hillary in her nasty ass ways trying to say, don't worry about us. We're going to have us together. Then she goes to try to bring back up old shit. We ain't here for it. We move on to Victoria. Victoria comes home to address Reed about why he lied about JT knowing that he was coming here to see her. Too much ain't going to happen there. Then we have Victoria's lying to get Reed to eat and drink. Reed don't want to eat nothing. He definitely don't want no goddamn orange juice. Okay, he's just trying to figure out what his mama gonna do to him. Is she gonna send him back to JT? And he's got to go over there to Warsaw. I'm like, where the hell is Warsaw? Is that Russia or something, or some kind of third? I was gonna say third generation. Some international place. I mean, somebody put in the comments, where is Warsaw? I kind of missed all that, but it seems like it's a very desolate type place, and a lot is not gonna be exposed to what he's used to having. He's gonna be pretty much like living off the land in a sense. So I don't find that appealing either. Hell, if JT want to go and do that with McKean's or whatever's going on with that group, let them be, let them have it, right? I ain't trying to go out of civilization. I need all my Wi-Fi, all my technology. So he said, fuck this, I'm finna go to Genoa City. So that's pretty much how he got there. He gave the impression that JT knew where he was going and this, that, and third, but it is what it is. Okay. Then we have a knock at the door, and that's Billy trying to come in and check on the situation of how he left things the night before. Okay. Billy comes in, Reed told me, you want some orange juice? He's like, sure, I like a cup. I didn't know he was gonna be drinking a Reed orange juice, but hell, Reed said he didn't want orange juice from the get go. But Billy asked how he's doing. He said, right now my life sucks. I'm like, okay then, keep it real. Okay, then we move on from there. We go back to Hillary. Hillary finally tells Neil that Devon didn't come home to fight with her last night. Neil is telling Hillary it was her fault for tripping up Mariah and it having to have to come to the place that it's at now. And of course, they go back and forth with one another. Then Hillary is still trying to call Devon. Um, then they show us a clip of Devon's phone being, I guess, at the impact of the car accident. The phone somehow got tossed out the car. So therefore, that was a situation. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, had to shut that door because the dogs was just barking too loud for my entertainment pleasure. But anyway, when Hillary's calling him for the last and final time before she, I guess, gives up and do something else on this episode that they haven't quite showed us yet. She's calling him, and his phone is outside in the snow, cracked, and it's coming up with her name on it, showing she's the caller that he needs to pick up for. But like I said, it's outside the car, so it must have been a bad, bad accident. Unless she just throw the shit out when he got the tumbling and rumbling in that car. Who knows? But anyway, we go to commercial, we come back. We have Cricket still preparing Dylan for the undercover case that he pretty much signed himself up for, even though she introduced the idea to him. And Kevin is being enlisted to help with the technology part of the phones being transferred, the burner phones where he can only use them for so much or so many length of times before he had to discard it. And he's tell him how to discard it the proper way so nobody can't trace him back to being an undercover agent or cop. And Dylan's trying, to lead today on the assignment. And, Christine is like, okay, that's what it is, Christine. I knew it was going to fly out my mouth one day around him before I end this episode. But yeah, they call her Christine on the show. But, I know her as Lordy Bell. That's her true government name. And then we have her known as Cricket. But I tend to go back and forth with Christine and Cricket depending on how she's giving me. But it is what it is. We'll just keep it up. Y'all know, if y'all followers of the show, y'all know that's her names. Okay, but anyway, she's trying to tell Dylan, don't go too far into it now because we don't want to risk you. No, we'll let this case go because we're concerned about you. And the only reason why she's really saying that is because her husband Paul, that's his child, Dylan. So it is what it is. He's a cop by nature and by profession. So that's what he do, even though he's really going undercover when he really shouldn't be going undercover because he's not emotionally stable at this time because of all the losses he had with his son. But it is what it is. But he's pretty much like, yeah, I need to go under. I really, really need to go under. But I'm like, have you had a conversation with your wife, Sharon, about this? Or what is going on? You just want to just totally forget about her and this, that, and the third and not give her a clue of what's going on, how it's going to affect you all's married life. But no, he ain't thinking about that. He's just trying to run from his responsibility and, the cards that he was dealt with. He don't want to play them now. He don't even want to look at them. He just want to fold. But anyway, leave that situation. We go to Mariah. Mariah and Sharon still talking about Hillary and the whole part she played in making her fall when they had that GC live coverage of a fashion show they were trying to do with Chelsea 2.0. Sharon is talking to Mariah about morality. I'm like, really, Sharon? We're really going to talk about morality? Stop, y'all. When you pretty much lied this whole season, this whole season about Sully being Christian and Christian being Sully and all this stuff, and Sage knowing about all that. I mean, we really going to talk about morality? Oh, come on now. And that was your partner in crime when y'all was trying to hide all this shit from Dylan and Nicholas. Okay, do you remember? Where was your morality monitor engaged then? Okay. But they're also having this conversation while they're putting up Christmas decorations. Okay, then we go back to Reed, Billy, and Victoria, they're talking about Warsaw. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out if they're in Russia or something. I'm really not sure. And they're talking about the comings and goings of how he got there back to Genoa City from D.C., or really how he had to move strictly from Washington, D.C. to, no, I'm sorry, move from Wisconsin to Washington, D.C., because he lost the custody battle between them two at the time when they were married, which is Victoria and JT. Which I said I'm very kind of very vague on that because I didn't even know they had a child. I knew everybody fuss and fight between the Abbotts, the Newmans, and the Chancellors. They go back and forth, but they always intertwine with all these celebrations and stuff where they come together as one. So it's too far to go in the archives, but hey, they had a baby between them two, and JT got the custody and all of that. Because I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Matt, y'all. Is she still around? Are they still married? What's going on? Hook me up with Matt. I might have to get my other sources, Chrissy Williams, who does the Inquisitor, and see what's going on. Maybe she can pull me back into consciousness with this show. Because like I said, I've been off and on with it, off and on, and it's just been touch and go, touch and go. And I really think I'm going to take it back up, and that's why I started it towards the start back covering it at the end of 2006, and I'm going to keep it strong in 2017. Okay, but anyway, they're talking about the comings and goings. Reed saying he ain't finna go away over there. He wants to spend more time with his mama. He done spent the majority of his nurturing years, growing years, developmental years with his dad. He pretty much got a good kill on it. He knows his dad's a good person, but now he need that motherly love. He's missing that motherly, nurturing love. Okay, they had Facebook, they had FaceTime, they had every social media to keep up with each other, but now he just wants hands-on. He wants to live and breathe and see, how the Newmans get down. So we leave that situation. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Mariah's finally seeing Sharon's point, her side of all this, or how she let herself get drawn in, and she wasn't the bigger person to fight Hillary another way and bring out what Hillary actually did to her, which being a part of the teleprompter move, and how she was pretty much acting how Hillary would have acted. So she was like calling a spade a spade. And, she understood what her mom was saying, but she still felt like she had to fight. She still had to fight, okay? Some kind of way to prove her point and to oust out Hillary's true intentions and her demeanor and her behavior. That's foul. They're foul. They're foul, okay? Here we go to Hillary. Hillary is telling Neil, you're just waiting for Devon to leave me. Hillary goes back to her old stuff, her old ways, her old, trying to place blame on somebody else instead of looking in the mirror and calling a spade a spade. She's going back to saying, you kidnapped me. Talking about second chances, you got one too. I'm like, Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. Can't we just stay on you and what you do, that fake, fraudulent, fucked up shit, instead of you going around here bringing everybody else into the paradigm? We don't need that, baby. We focusing on you and your flaws in this situation because you're much closer to him. You're his wife. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to set the tone and keep him happy, and he's definitely trying to keep you happy through all this monetary type stuff and job positions, but you're still not happy. You're still not happy. So Neil just said, fuck this, I'm gonna get into your ass and really tell you what's what. And I was here for it. I was like, go ahead, Neil. And he wasn't even drinking at the time. All right, okay. Here we go to Devon. Devon has been finally found by, I guess, a passenger, a pedestrian, or somebody, and they don't call the police, call the man, the tow man or whoever come with the jaws of life to get you out of these sardine type can cars. Wreck them up, and they pulling you pretty much out of the can, and trying to get him to the hospital. So it just is what it is. So we go to commercial, we come back. We have Hillary has gone and changed clothes upstairs. Hopefully she took a bath or whatnot and not just threw no clothes on. And she's wondering why Neil was still there in her house, and they still fuss again. And Neil's trying to figure out, where are you going? We haven't found my son yet. We don't even know where he at. Neil goes on to my, he's a very wealthy man. He has plenty of resources, this, that, and the third. She said, just like you said, he has plenty of resources. When he want to reach me, I'll reach out to him and I'll go to him and we're going to fix this. But like I told you, man, I told you, Joker, this is our situation. Me and my husband. It has nothing to do with you. And so he's like, well, where are you going? Then she's like, I'm going to work. He said, oh, yeah, you better go to work because I think that's the only thing you're going to have after this situation once we do find him because he is going to get rid of your ass, okay? So, yeah, you better hold on to that. Ain't nobody going to try to fight you. Yeah, hold on to your ducats, honey. Hold on to them ducats. But as she's starting to leave out the house, she gets a phone call from the hospital about Devon. So of course it shakes everything up. She don't go to work. Her and Neil rushes out to go to the hospital to try to figure out what was going on because they know he was involved in a car accident, but they just don't know to what extent this car crash, is built around. Is it somebody else he got into it with? Did he kill somebody? Did he kill himself? Did he almost kill himself? Those things have to be discussed. So we leave that situation, go to Billy. Billy's still talking to Victoria about Reed. Billy's like, why can't Reed stay here with you now? What is the concern? Why are you just not listening to this young man? Because he's just pouring out his heart, sweat, and tears, telling you he don't want to go. Okay? So he's trying to figure out what Victoria don't understand about this situation. Billy wants to talk about also what was going to happen between him and her prior to Reed knocking on that door with that officer cop lady. And of course she's trying to deviate. She don't want to talk about that situation because she knows she still love that man. She love him, love him, love him. Okay. Then we go from that situation, we go to Sharon and Mariah still talking about Hillary. Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. Hillary's just a thorn in everybody's side these days. But it wasn't really worth talking about. We're going to move on. We go to Dylan. Dylan finally comes home to say to Sharon, the assignment starts now. Today. And Sharon tells Dylan, let somebody else take it. You don't need to take it. You're not well. You can't go. We're still struggling with the loss of our baby. Oh, she just goes off the scale. Okay, we go to commercial, we come back. We're back on Neil and Hillary. They finally gets to the hospital and gets to talk to Ben about Devon's chances to overcoming this accident. He goes to find out that the cops are really telling him, at the speed Devon was going, it had to be over 140 miles per hour or at that rate. And they're like, 140 miles per hour. And the first thing Neil do is look at her like, see, you drove him. He got in that car very angry about what was going on with you, and he just took it amongst himself, and he done got his ass in an accident because of you. And of course, they go back and forth, back and forth. Ben lead them, say he's going to go try to operate on him or find the best surgeon he can to operate on him. But he's pretty much saying, put all your prayers in on deck, in check, and, hope for the best. So then we leave that situation, go to Sharon. Sharon is talking to Dylan about what Nick said about them not seeing Sully, Christian, however y'all want to view it, ever again. This was the last time. He's going to raise his son, have fond memories of what he can remember as him being the father, and X and Sharon out because she's really not biologically his mother, and Dylan is definitely biologically not his father. So, child is very resilient. They may have previous experiences or bouts of imaginary stuff that they feel they were with somebody else, but you keep a child in your presence all the time around, an environment he is definitely going to be becoming a part of. He's going to be walking and crawling and getting familiar with that new surrounding. They're very resilient, honey, very resilient. He'll bounce back, and that'll be his baby, and they can go and do what they got to do. But Nick was kind of right. It's time to break them cords so you don't get too much emotionally more attached, because it is my child, had nothing to do with y'all. But I'm still questioning that. I'm like, is it really your child, Nicholas, or is it really Adam's child? But since Adam's not in the picture no more, we can't speculate now, can we? Okay. Then Sharon goes in and tell Dylan, you're just upset. And I'm upset too. And that's why you're trying to take this assignment, to get away from what you're really feeling about the loss, the second, third, fourth, fifth loss of Sully. Okay? So we leave that situation because, Dylan not even really listening to her, even though in his back of his mind, he realizes that she is telling the truth. We go to Victoria. Victoria is cleaning again because she don't want to discuss her and Billy and the good times they had together. Billy tells Victoria they have chemistry. Anytime, a person gets nervous and they're around somebody, they can do an extra amount of cleaning that they normally wouldn't do unless they're upset about something, this, that, and third. And that's one of the niche telltale signs. When Victoria get that cleaning rag out and start cleaning excessively, it's something on her mind she's trying to avoid. Okay? especially when it's put to her to answer to. Actually, let's take apart the situation so we can find out what's underneath it and we can get past it. Okay, so we leave that situation. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Victoria's trying to tell Billy she don't want to go backwards with him anymore. And then Reed finally shows back up and comes in and gives his mother a warm felt apology, saying, you know, he was wrong for doing what he did. He understands that, but guess what? He still don't want to go with his dad at. He wants to spend more time with her. So they go talk over a strategy plan. Victoria tells Reed she would talk to JT about letting him let Reed stay with her until they can figure everything out. And probably, I mean, JT done did a wonderful job in raising him. He's not. They don't seem like he's no drug addict or he's been exposed to the wrong elements. He seems like a well-rounded individual. He just wants some mothering time now. He don't have the fathering. He don't have the stepmama thing, but now he wants mother time. So, hey, who can, I mean, Victoria, put on your big girl panty drawers, okay? Yes, you were mad. You were upset that somehow JT got a hold of the baby. He don't raise him to this point. But just like if you were on the opposite end, it's time for him to go and be with JT. If he needed that fatherness, you know, that oneness with his father. But see, he had all that. He just didn't have his mother. So it's kind of flipped the script. So take your son back in and stop acting like a willy-nilly pussyhead. Okay, then we go to Hillary. Hillary and Neil still discussing Devon. Now Hillary's trying to blame Neil for Devon being in the snow all night. Da, 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 da. If you didn't stop me when I was trying to get on the elevator with him, I would have been with him. Yeah, y'all both would have been out in the car. Either you dead or he dead, or both of y'all, you know, unconscious, and y'all both sleeping out in the snow together. And maybe that's where the writer should have wrote it. So y'all can both be banged up together, and, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, she looked like, are you crazy here? That was Neil telling her, you must be crazy. Accept your flaws, your concerns that brought y'all to this point, and stop blaming people. Hillary's just scared she's going to lose Devon. Then she just really flakes out and start, you know, hollering and crying. And Neil has pretty much put her down on the chairs and comfort her. Like, girl, shut up. Then we go to the last and final scene. We have Dylan has packed his bags and Sharon is still trying to understand his position on this situation. Sharon brings up, what if Faye, what I'm gonna tell Faye? I'm like, Faye could care less. She's with her grandparents, living that high class life. And then she had her mom, she has her daddy, which is Nicholas. Then she has another friend in Chelsea and Chloe. She doing her thing. Then when she wants to see her mama, she needs her mama. I mean, hey, she don't need Dylan. She don't need Dylan. Dylan, y'all just messed up. She right where she want to be. Is with Grandma Nigga and Grandpa Victor. And that's her ace boon coons right now. All right. So then Dylan said, well, tell her anything. Tell her I love her. Tell her I miss her. Tell her I always be thinking about her. Hell, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much he was just telling her, look, I'm going because I need it for me. And then he started taking out his wedding band ring, and then Sharon really just started acting crazy with her crying answers. I'm like, ugh, Sharon, it ain't really about you. It's about this man trying to get over a loss, a death. Even though the child's not dead, you know, it's pretty much dead because he still ain't got nobody. He's still coming up empty-handed. So if this joker want to take this assignment and get killed, then that's just how the writers have to play him out. You just hear what it is. Because right now, you ain't going to be able to tell him nothing unless you tell him you pregnant right now. And then he can go get a DNA test, make sure he the father. And then he can just be up your ass for the next 9 months. But if you can't come with being pregnant, which I think that would have been the only thing that would have stopped him from this assignment, baby girl, he going on this assignment. It just is what it is. They share one last kiss, and it pretty much goes off there. Okay, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll be back today to give y'all the episode that will air for today, Tuesday, January 3rd. Okay? But again, that was January 2nd. Review and recap of The Young and the Restless. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my visuals. If you definitely have not subscribed to my channel, please help me blow up for my second supplement income by doing, you know, my YouTube videos, and enjoy my content by sharing and liking my videos. Thank you guys. Have a blessed, beautiful afternoon for Tuesday, January 3rd. All right. Bye-bye. Take care. Blessings.